General Hospital spoilers. Carly explodes when she learns Joe's secret. Lulu is furious. Port Charles is about to explode with shocking revelations, emotional confrontations, and irreversible consequences. In an upcoming bombshell arc that fans will be talking about for months, Carly Corinthos discovers a devastating truth about Gio, the mysterious newcomer who has grown close to her and the Spencer family. What she learns rocks her to the core, and the fallout spreads like wildfire, catching Lulu Spencer in the crosshairs and threatening to blow apart everything she holds dear. Who is Gio really? The mask slips. Gio Giovanni, the charming and enigmatic young man who arrived in Port Charles several months ago, quickly endeared himself to several of the town's most prominent families. Working at Kelly's, volunteering at the youth center, and cozying up to Brooklyn and Dante, he seemed too good to be true. That's because he was. Sources confirm that Gio is hiding a massive secret that connects to a buried chapter of Carly's past, one she thought was long behind her. According to insider leaks, Gio is not just another street-smart Port Charles transplant. He is, in fact, the long-lost son of Lorenzo Alcazar, and Carly is his biological mother. Yes, you read that right. Carly unknowingly gave birth to Gio years ago during her captivity by Lorenzo Alcazar, who faked the child's death and raised him in secret under another name. When Lorenzo was killed, Gio disappeared into a shadowy network that kept his parentage hidden until now. Jason's discovery, the clue that changes everything. While investigating a minor threat from one of Brennan's allies, Jason Morgan stumbles upon encrypted files pointing to Alcazar's secret estate in Caracas, Venezuela. Inside a locked chest in a decaying mansion, he finds birth records, letters, and photos that suggest Carly gave birth to a child she never remembered, likely drugged or manipulated during her captivity. Jason doesn't want to believe it. Neither does Carly, until a DNA test confirms it. Gio is her son. The betrayal, the manipulation, the loss, it all comes crashing down. But the worst is yet to come. When Carly confronts Gio, the scene is explosive. Carly corners him at the Metro court rooftop and unleashes years of rage, pain, and maternal grief. Her voice breaks as she cries, "How could you lie to me? How could you let me stand there, look you in the eye, and not tell me I'm your mother?" Gio doesn't deny it. He tearfully admits he learned the truth months ago, after breaking into the Corinthos warehouse and finding old files left behind by Lorenzo's operatives. But he didn't know how to tell her. He was afraid she wouldn't accept him, afraid she would send him away. So, he kept quiet. He tried to get close to her, to the Spencer family, to the world he always wanted, but never knew he had a claim to. Carly slaps him. Then she pulls him into a hug. The rawness of the moment brings viewers to tears. Carly's conflict is palpable. She loves him, she's furious with him, and she blames herself. But someone else is about to explode, and her reaction won't be so mixed. Lulu Spencer has always been protective of her family, especially after waking from her coma and reclaiming her life piece by piece. She welcomed Gio into their world. She trusted him. She even played matchmaker between Gio and Charlotte, hoping the brooding young man could be a grounding presence in her daughter's chaotic life. But once she learns the truth, Lulu goes ballistic. "How dare you lie to us?" Lulu screams during a brutal confrontation at the Spencer house. "You wormed your way into our lives, used my daughter, and all the while you were Carly's son and Alcazar's blood." Charlotte, horrified by her mother's reaction, runs off in tears, setting up a secondary arc in which she begins to spiral again, feeling manipulated, used, and unloved. Lulu blames Gio for Charlotte's breakdown and warns him to stay away from her family. Gio, devastated, doesn't fight back. He disappears. But Carly? Carly doesn't let him vanish without a fight. The tension between Carly and Lulu escalates. Carly wants a chance to build a relationship with her son. Lulu wants him gone. The two former friends are suddenly at odds in the fiercest battle either has faced since the days of Carly and Brenda's Metro court wars. Their showdown is nothing short of legendary. "You think you're the only mother trying to protect her child?" Carly shouts. "Gio is my son. You don't get to erase him just because it's inconvenient for you. And you think I'll let you drag my daughter down just because you need to make up for what you lost? Lulu fires back. He's Alcazar's son. He's dangerous. He's not a Spencer. You'd better pray he never becomes a Corinthos, Carly growls, because if you keep pushing, that's exactly who he'll become. The entire scene echoes with painful history. Spencers versus Corinthos, the ghost of Lorenzo, the sins of the past poisoning the present. The fallout from this war will touch every corner of Port Charles. As the dust settles, other Port Charles residents begin taking sides. Nina, desperate to win points with Carly after months of tension, decides to secretly help Gio. She offers him a job at Crimson and provides housing. But her good intentions backfire when Carly finds out and accuses Nina of trying to steal her son the way she stole Wiley. Dante, already stretched thin by family drama, is caught in the middle. He sympathizes with Lulu, but Gio has become like a younger brother. He's tormented, unsure who to support. Sonny, shockingly, stays silent. When Carly demands to know what he's thinking, Sonny admits, "Lorenzo is my enemy. But Gio? He's a kid trying to find where he belongs. And I've done worse than lie." The moment is filled with unresolved tension. Sonny's words carry weight, but they offer little comfort. Meanwhile, Charlotte, already emotionally fragile from years of Cassadine manipulation, spirals. She begins skipping school, shoplifting, and texting someone ominous from a burner phone. Fans speculate, is she contacting Victor's allies? Valentine's old contacts? Or is she forming her own plan for revenge? Whatever the answer, the writers are clearly laying the groundwork for Charlotte to embrace a dark legacy, and Joe's betrayal is the trigger. She blames him for her mother's anger. She blames Carly for ruining their lives. And she vows never to be used again. In a stunning twist that changes everything, Gio learns that Tracy Quartermain has been abducted while attending a mysterious art gala in Berlin. It turns out the kidnappers are part of a revenge plot tied to Lorenzo Alcazar's old enemies, people who believe Tracy helped fund the operation that led to his demise. Gio, determined to make up for the pain he caused, heads to Berlin alone to rescue her. The sequence plays out like a thriller. Gio uses his street skills, hidden training, a nod to Lorenzo's secret espionage roots, and sheer willpower to track Tracy and save her from execution. When he returns to Port Charles with Tracy in tow, everything changes. Lulu, stunned by his courage, begins to soften. Carly, beaming with pride, calls him her son publicly for the first time. Even Tracy, shaken and grateful, raises her martini glass at the Q mansion and says, "Kid's got grit. I guess he is one of us." As Port Charles adjusts to the truth, a new chapter begins. Gio starts working with Curtis at the Savoy, learning the ropes of legitimate business and street survival. Carly takes him under her wing, but warns him, "This world will eat you alive if you don't know who to trust." Lulu, watching Charlotte closely, becomes increasingly paranoid about her daughter's next move. Jason, sensing danger on the horizon, offers to train Gio for protection. But just when it seems peace may return, a final twist is revealed. In the last minute of the Friday cliffhanger episode, a shadowy figure steps off a private jet in Port Charles. He looks exactly like Gio, but darker, meaner, sharper. He smiles coldly and says to himself, "Time to finish what father started." Cue the theme music. Cue the screaming fans. Cue next week's chaos.